Honey Boo Boo literally come from, I was sitting in an interview one day and I was like, a dollar made me holla, Honey Boo Boo child. I don't know why I said it. I literally just off the top of my head.
Those must be crazy if they think they're gonna be me, Honey Boo Boo child.
And the Honey Boo Boo stuck and she's been there forever. When I was a kid, I loved being in front of the camera. I loved doing anything to make people laugh. Like the pageants were right up my alley. Like I loved being on stage. I just loved being like the center of attention, if we're being honest. I feel like ever since I've been on TV, I've always wanted to be authentic. I never wanted to be like fake. I never wanted to get dressed up in the morning to like just be on camera. Like, girl, I'm in my PJs. I don't even care. So I think like the whole time I was filming Honey Boo Boo and even up till now, like I've always been authentic. I've never tried to persuade to be somebody I'm not because I'm just not that person. So, I mean, I'm pretty authentic. He said that she meant business. I had seen like Mama's change, just like when we started to really get famous and people started to like really come up to us and like ask like, hey, can I get a picture? Can I get a picture? She just thought like, oh, like we made it. Like this is Alana now and like we don't need to do anything else. Like we're on TV now and we've made it. And it's like, I don't know, I don't feel like she should have that mindset, but it's whatever, that's my mama for you. It could have been jealousy. It could have just been like, oh, now she's making all the money. Like, I don't know what it could have been, but there was probably some jealousy in there. What brought me the most joy before the cameras is just like how close we were as a family. We were really close. My mama used to have like a policy of like an open door policy, like we can come to her and tell her whatever. So I feel like before the cameras, we were really close. And I mean, even after the cameras, we still are really close, but I do feel like the cameras affected us a little bit. I feel like my dad leaving impacted me most just because my dad is not any of my other sisters' real dad, so they didn't really care. Like, yeah, Sugar Bro was in their life or whatever, but they didn't really care. But when he left, it affected me because we did have a very close relationship, and like he would come home from work and we would just go out in the yard or like just do whatever. So at the time that he was living with us, we were pretty close. So that hurt me pretty bad. For Anna, we wasn't really super close because she lived all the way in Alabama and like she didn't come home much and we wasn't able to go there much because we were just filming all the time and just always so busy. And then for Jessie, she was just like always out with her friends. She was in high school. Like she didn't care to hang out with her little sister that's in 3rd grade. Like she didn't care about that. And Pumpkin, she just was doing her own thing. And like me and Pumpkin are the closest in age. So I do feel like that's why we are so close. So, I mean, we all had a good relationship, but they just wasn't right by my side as much as Pumpkin has always been. I first realized that my mom was using, God, I'm like, I don't even remember if I'm being honest. It was just, I just noticed something was off about her. Like everybody around me kept also saying something about it. They're like, June's not acting right. June's being different. June's this. And then she started locking her door. And that really made me like, oh, what is she doing? Because like, girl, you ain't never locked your door. Then she started locking her bathroom door. So like you would have to go through her locked door and then you have to go through her locked bathroom door. And I'm like, no, like that's weird. That when she locked the door, I was like, it was kind of like confirmation, if I'm being honest. We just was like, Mama, what are you doing? And I'm not gonna lie, like when we confronted her about it, she didn't lie. She wasn't like, no, I'm not. She was like, I am. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. But it didn't matter that she fessed up about it. Like, it's still the fact that you did it and like, you were still fessing up about it and you still wanted to do it. You didn't fess up and was like, oh, well, I did it, but I'm gonna go get help. She never really said why. She was just, her excuse for always doing drugs was like, oh, I did it when I was in high school, or like, oh, I did it when I was younger. So like, yeah, I'm gonna revert to my old ways. Like, it was just kind of an excuse, if I'm being honest, more than like I did it because of this. I feel like Mama's physical transformation, it didn't take as much as a toll on my life as like now looking back as I realized, just because like, I don't know, like like I said, I was young, but now I'm looking back and I'm like, that was crazy. Like that was a dramatic change. And I didn't know how to even think of my mom. Like my mom went from being 300 pounds to like 100 pounds, it looked like. And it was kind of scary. Like if I'm being honest, it was like, how did she lose all of that weight so fast? And like, she was so tiny, like she almost looked sick. As a young girl, I think that like took a big toll on body image for me, just because my mama was a bigger girl, and like her having to get surgery and like shrink down to this one size, like I thought in my head like, oh, am I gonna have to do that one day because I'm a bigger girl? Like, am I gonna have to like be in this perfect picture and just get surgery so I'm like this skinny little model? Like, it definitely did take a toll on my self-image for sure. If I'm being honest, I was dragged through a lot, and I think my breaking point of to like, nope, I'm done with her is when she stole my money, which is so crazy to say that like 18 years of going through that and like that was my breaking point, but it was like I was so done and over with her at that point. Like, I was fed up because I don't know, I just feel like my mom has done a lot of shit, but like I thought she would have never took it that far, and for her to take it that far, just like, ooh, that raised my bar. I have never ever received the Here Comes Honey Me Baby money. I've never seen it, never ever even heard of it, if I'm being completely honest.
You don't really give a that you took my money. That's the real problem. It's gone. I used it in my drug addiction. Woo!
She gave me my money back and was like, oh, here's your money. No, I don't think she ever was like, I'm sorry. I was so over just like poking and prodding at her for the money. Like, I was at the point of like, you know what, I don't even freaking want the money anymore. Like, keep it. I got all my Masked Singer money. I was in Pumpkin's custody like when we did Masked Singer, so everything went into the right account then. And you know, I do have a Coogan account in LA that Pumpkin set up for me for the Mama June show since she got me, but I've yet to even go and get that, if I'm being honest, because I'm in the mindset of like, if I don't actually need it, like I might as well just let it save up, and when I do actually need it, like it'll be there for me.
Even though we might be a dysfunctional family, our dysfunctionality works for our family.
I do feel like right now my mama is in the best place she's been in a very long time. They're doing Sunday dinners now with Pumpkin and like all the kids and stuff. And then my mom like always has Pumpkin at her house, or like she's like, not, I wouldn't say always, but she watches the kids for Pumpkin now, which is insane because I would have never thought of the day that I would see Pumpkin dropping her kids off at my mama's house to like, for her to watch them for a little bit is insanity. My mom, she's been sober for, I think almost 3 years, maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure if I'm being honest, but she will know. If you ask her, she will tell you. But I mean, I'm happy for her and she's doing really good right now.
The cancer's growing back again.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I definitely 100% think Anna's passing brought us a lot closer. I think it opened our eyes to know that like life is very, very short and it can leave at any moment, and anybody can leave at any moment. So I think since Anna passing, like we've been really close, and like back home, like Pumpkin and Mama, they do Sunday dinner now, which is so crazy, which is such a big improvement. So I think it's definitely brought us closer for the better. I would never in a million years think that I would lose my sister that young. But I've just tried to push through and just know that she's watching over me, and just know that like she would want me to be in nursing school, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna try and make her as proud as possible. So I just try and tell myself that all the time.
Alana's thriving in college. I am officially in my second year, but her relationship with Draylon is in trouble.
I don't know if I could say much just because we're finna go into a new season, but I mean, right now we're just like, we're pretty good right now. Like everybody's just like laughing and kiki ha on set, and there's no major drama right now. So I think like we're all getting along, and that's all that matters. I mean, it kind of does make me proud just to know that like we're still a family after everything that happened. But it's kind of like, when you look back on it, it's kind of like, dang, like I really went through all that like with them. Like that's crazy. But we've been through a lot, and I feel like at times it makes us stronger, I guess, in ways.
I'm gonna be on TV. Mama, they're following me everywhere.
You'll get used to it.
A lot of people really do think they know me, but I feel like there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that people have never even seen, and they're gonna watch, well, I'm hoping they're gonna watch this movie and be like, dang, like, wow, Alana, there was a lot going on. So I'm just hoping that it puts out the right message and people aren't just like, well, why didn't, like, I've already seen this on TV, like, who cares about it? The actors, I feel like, were pretty spot on for me, but like, I feel like they got our voices right. Like everybody's voice was like spot on. Like if you wouldn't have knew any better, I feel like we would have done a voiceover, but we did not. Like they were so country, like it was perfect. I am a little nervous just because I don't know how people are gonna react, but I think that it's gonna be a very good movie for everybody. And I think they're gonna really be able to see like little Lana, and now little Lana has a voice. So I think it's gonna be great. I'm not gonna say I'm not thankful for the cameras, because I am thankful for the cameras. They've opened so many great opportunities for me, but there are times where I just wish that, like, you know, maybe that shouldn't have been on camera. Maybe that should have been like a little bit more private, or maybe like y'all should have gave us time to grieve or something about that, and then we put it on camera, not like having to grieve on camera, you know? So I do feel like at times the camera could have went away, but it is what it is, and it's on TV now. I really do like being able to be the person of like, oh, well, her life is just like mine. Like, Honey Boo Boo's just like me. Like, that's so crazy. And I like for people not to feel alone. Right now, I am a nursing student in college in Denver. I'm 19. I'm just living my best life, and like, I'm just chilling, you know? I think right now is a good time for me just because I'm growing up. I'm like actually maturing and becoming like a full-grown woman. I study a lot, I'm not gonna lie. I'm mainly at home, if I'm being honest, in my little room with my whiteboard just studying, or if I'm not at home, I'm on campus in the library or somewhere studying. Like literally my whole life is study, study, study. To be a college student means a lot to me. When I graduate college, I will be like the first one in our family to like have like an actual college degree like up on the wall. And I can't wait. I love that I was able to persevere and just get past all like what people thought I was. I'm glad that I'm able to like really push myself and to be in nursing school and like do what I really want to do. Because a lot of people I know, they'll just be like, oh, like I have a TV show. Like, what do I need to be a nurse for? Like, what do I really need to go and do something with my life for? But I've always wanted to be a nurse. So I'm really excited to be able to take everybody along on that journey with me. When Draylen came into my life, I was at a pretty rough time. It was like kind of in the midst of my mama like spiraling out, and I was living with Pumpkin and them, and I kind of just started back high school. So it was pretty tough for me. I was in kind of an awkward spot in life, but Draylen come in and he supported me through it, and he's been a very big support system since he walked in. He's seen how much my mom has done to me, but never once has talked bad on her around me. I don't know if he does it like if he's like, God, why did she treat Alana like that? But around me, he never talks bad about her, and he's just like, the support system for me is just like a 10 out of 10 because he just supports me so much. Like he literally packed up his whole life in Georgia just to come to Colorado. I love being an auntie. Like an auntie is like literally put it at my very top of the list because I love it. It's the best thing ever. Being able to be like the cool person and like them, I don't know, it's like so cool for them to see me as the cool person. I'm like, oh yeah, like that's me. And Ella, she loves me. Bentley loves me. Bentley's like, I want to talk to Lana. I want to talk to Lana. Or he's like, I want to go to Lana's house in Colorado. And I'm like, you're gonna come, just give it a second. So I love being an aunt, and it's like, there's nothing better than being an aunt. Like people are like, being a mom, there's nothing better. No, there's nothing better than being an aunt. I see myself as a mom eventually, just not right now. I do feel like I'll be a mother that my mother never was, and it sounds pretty bad, but like that's honestly my goal, is to be a mom that my mother never was, just because I never got the loving, nurturing mom that everybody else gets, and I'm like, but it's okay. I feel like everybody has regrets in their life and things they wish they could have done a little different, but for the most part, like, I mean, it was my story. It's what I actually lived, and I'm glad that it was, like, I don't want to say I'm glad it was on TV, but I am glad it was on TV. So for the people that are watching it that have struggled with addiction, or whether they're like have an addict in their family, it's like you don't feel so alone. Like when you're watching this, like you watch Kim Kardashian and you're like, oh, she has this glamorous, glitzy life. And it's like, no, like I want y'all to see the real part of me. I want y'all to see that I don't have this beautiful glitz and glamour life that you think I have just because I'm on TV. Like just being on TV does not make you like invincible to things. It's fun, I love it, and I love being able to share my story and my journey with everybody.